Big production.
What's poppin'? Alright, we're gonna crush a couple of these videos. I need to go to the gym and then do a bunch of homework, but these markets are super interesting right now. So I'm gonna break down some of these. This is the Ncbtrades crypto ETF. Woo! So I've been watching these stocks for a little while now, probably since like, I don't know, mid last year. I wonder when the first time I made one of these videos. A while, but this is the list that I got here. If anyone wanted to take a look at it or something like that, we got Glxy, Wndr Technologies, Hive, Defi, which is now known as Valor. We got Hut8 Mining Corp. We got Marathon Digital. We got Coinbase. We got Tokens.com, Bitfarms, Silvergate Capital, Clean Spark, and Immutable Holdings. So these are all the crypto related stocks that I pay attention to. A lot of them are Canadian, like on the TSX, which is another reason. Shout out, woo, yeah! Shout out to the Canadians, baby, woo! We don't, because like I don't know, the way I think of it is the Nasdaq and like the American stock market has always been like the holy grail, but yo, nah, this new gen, Jesus Christ, the newer generation, haha. This is the TSX is going to be hot and popping in the next few years. Just low key, don't sleep on it. But anyways, we'll start off with Glxy. I'm watching us develop some sort of pattern here. I think we might get a pop. This is the level we're battling though. It's clear now, right? So here's the major rejection back in May, major rejection back in August. So it is $9 and 39 cents. This is the zone, right? Look, this is where we had a major breakout above it and we came back and it was our like support, and that's what kind of sent us, right? This was the initial back in 2021, very beginning of the year. This is what sent us that level. Now we're back here and we've rejected it multiple times. So I think this is the key. I think this is the top of our higher low, and now we need to see, is this $4.50 range potentially our bottom, and we stay in this range for a period of time, developing our major. Again, when I refer to the higher low, I'm referring to big picture log chart. We have the high up here, the higher low, and then the higher high, right? That's what I'm talking about when I refer to the higher low on Glxy. But essentially, I do think that we're still just developing in this base, and then we get the push up. However long that's going to be, we don't know. But this is our baby boy. We're watching Glxy, and we got a new baby boy in here too. We can't sleep on it. It's Wndr Technologies, which is the next stock that we're going to look at right now. So here's Wndr. I'm not going to go too deep into it because I posted a Wndr thesis not too long ago, but what I am liking right now is the amount of time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 week straight in this zone. We want to stay longer. Let's stay longer in this base. Let's make this 25 cent our bottom. That's what I'm thinking. Who knows if that is the case, all jokes aside, but I think anywhere under 85 cents, which is this major zone right here, right? 85 cents. Anything under this, I think, is a huge buy, because I do think that this is going to be the level that is going to like basically start our base. But that's my thoughts on Wndr. Again, Hive, right? Taken a beating over the last little while, but I think with the crypto space kind of turning around, that this could be our zone where we're gonna start to want to accumulate. I do have it, I have it marked out around this level that we could come back down to this 281, which would make sense because that was the start of that big bullish trend. I don't know if you guys, probably not, but I made a video back in November, October 2020, saying that this stock could go to like $3 back when it was at like super dirt cheap, and then it reverse split, had a huge run. This was right before that crypto bull market in 2020 and 2021. But check that video out if you can. I'll if I have the video, if I find it, I'll post it in the description. But for the most part, that's what we're looking at. Gathering in this range wouldn't be a bad idea, in my opinion. Again, none of this is financial advice. So I was talking to a buddy this morning, chatting about DeFi and how it lags Bitcoin, right? So we're gonna point this out, right, real quick. Here's right here we had last year. This is why I found the trade in DeFi last year. I noticed that the beginning of July we had a huge pump in BTC, right? Huge pump, higher low, and then we continued. And that was around like August 3rd is when we got this higher low, right? So I'm thinking this is bullish for Bitcoin. We had a huge base, big push. So I started looking at the crypto related stocks, right? Some of them lag. So I'm thinking this could be interesting to see. And this is what started my big trade, right, on DeFi. But right around that time, right, August 3rd, look at the chart here, right? We're coiling up, big volumes coming in. And Bitcoin already made this move. So I'm thinking Bitcoin's here on August 3rd, where DeFi on August 3rd is right here. So I'm thinking, oh, I just caught this trade early. Like this was lagging before, and that's what helped me catch this trade. So I'm going to be looking for that again. This lagging characteristic of the crypto stocks is what I'm going to be paying attention to when I'm looking at all these names, right? Like the WonderFis, the DeFis, all these names. If we see a pump in Bitcoin, we see a pump in Ethereum, we see a pump in all these other crypto names, we want to see what happens to the crypto stocks. Maybe they lag them, so then we could take advantage and get the signal ahead of time. So just keep paying attention to that. Like that is a huge advantage. But Hut is another one that I really like. I could tell right now we're developing some sort of range here. Like you could tell the price action's up and down. You could see there's some sort of like they're leaving gaps behind. Patterns are being developed. We're watching this zone now for sure. This is our major zone. But yeah, this is what we want to beat here. 311 on Hut. Take the time. Anything under 311 I think is a nice buy. We're in that underwater zone. I think here is where the accumulation occurs, right? If we're looking at this, let's just mark this out, right? We'll use this. Ignore the numbers it gives you. But let's just say out of 100%, right? Here's the top. The top, we could look at it from like a RSI kind of point of view. The bottom 30% is where people are most likely to gather, and then the top 30% is where people are most likely to sell. So like in this area here, people are more likely to sell, the growth occurs, and then people are more likely to sell up in this area. So that's what I'm thinking is going to happen, right? We have this fall, accumulation slowly picks up, and we're going to get back over here eventually at some point. And that is when there's going to be like another massive pattern that gets developed. But in the meanwhile, we're in that stage where right now people don't believe that it's going to go back up. All right? You've probably seen me break this down with that chart, but people don't believe it's going to be back up. So it's going to do this for a bit, and then we slowly create and redo that uptrend where we go. Is it going to look like that? Who knows? Maybe a lot smoother, but that's the idea behind it. So that's Hut. Mara, same look. Coinbase. What's going on with Coinbase? Maybe we want to retest and double bottom here at 38. Because it looks like we've broken below this trend line, and that's a major trend line that's held us. So we want to either come back above it, bad earnings, or come and retest that bottom. Coin, this is token.com. This is probably one of the ones I'd stay away from for now. The other ones just have more backing behind them and are a lot larger companies, where this one, they might get acquired by another company or something, which could be good, but I just don't see much of a bullish case here. Bitfarms, they're another big one. Again, look at how far we've come down. If you're at this level now, I'd think of it as the, like, you know, like they're probably not going to go away. They're a pretty decent size farmer, miner, but this is more accumulation area than it is selling area. It could go down a little bit further, but if we're thinking long term, I'd be trying to pay attention to that. This is what I'm watching on SI. Once we get a breakout of that major trend line, I think it's time to go. CLSK, this is another one where I'm kind of just like, I've got this marked out, but we want to see major movement when it comes to volume, in my opinion. Otherwise, we're sideways pretty much. And Immutable Holdings, this one's interesting. This one's a low-key one. I believe Kevin O'Leary's attached to this. Look at the volume coming in here. Starting to curl a little bit if you see that. I think there's a trade coming in here, potentially to come right back up into this zone. It could be a doubler real quick. This was somehow up already at like $6 at some point, 540. So there's a big upside potential here on a trade like this, for sure. Jesus Christ, October 21, this was getting crushed already. Yeah, I don't know. This one's interesting. I added this one to the list because it's one of those random names that's like, dude, don't sleep on it. But yeah, that's the breakdown here. Those are all the stocks. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.